Good morning and welcome everyone to Indie Interactive, where we talk about making great music, connecting with your audience, and growing your business. My name is Bree Noble, and I am so happy to be here with you on this beautiful morning. I'm so happy that it stopped raining here finally, and I can enjoy the outdoors. Those of you who know me know how much I love the outdoors. But today we are talking about giveaways. There's been a lot of talk actually in the female indie musician community and the Female Musician Academy about giveaways and how you can use them as part of your strategy for getting new fans onto your list or getting more people to connect with you on social media, all kinds of different ways that we can use this. So I am going to talk today about strategy, and I definitely want to interact with you guys and find out what has been working for you. If you've tried contests before, actually I prefer to call them giveaways, that's easier. If you've tried giveaways before where you get a bunch of people to sign up in some way or raise their hand in some way, and then at the end of a period, you give away something to all the people that did that. So while you guys are showing up, oh man, lots of people showing up, so awesome. If you think that this is something that could be helpful to other musicians that you know, I would totally appreciate it if you shared it out to other people that you know right now while people are showing up. Good morning to Jesse and Beth and Deborah and Annie, and let's see who else is here. Sometimes it doesn't show me everybody. And April. Hey, April, how's it going? Okay, so let us jump into contest, or I keep calling them contests, giveaways. Let's jump into giveaways and talk about how we can use these in our musician business to get more fans and connect with more people and get our message out there. So first of all, for those of you who are here, let me know in the chat if you have used giveaways before and what your experience has been with them. Maybe you've had a few really good experiences and you'd love to share them with people. Maybe you've tried them and they fell flat, they didn't work out. And so hopefully some of the strategies that you learned today will help with getting better results next time when you do this. Okay, April says she hasn't used them before, so that's great. I'm glad we're gonna be getting you a new strategy today. Good morning to Sarah and Carol. And let's see. Beth has not tried giveaways. Okay, so let's get down to business on giveaways here, and I will pull up my slides over here, which are just so darn fun to have slides that I can use right on the screen. So as we get into the strategy for giveaways, the most important thing is to know what your objective is. What are you trying to grow? Which portion of your fan base are you trying to grow? Because we can use giveaways in a lot of different ways. We can use giveaways. My favorite way is getting people onto a list of some kind. And I'll go over these in a minute and specific strategies for all of them. But, you know, a list like your email list or your messenger list, so you can keep in touch with people in the future that sign up through this giveaway. Otherwise, maybe you just want to grow a certain portion of your social media. Maybe you want more followers on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram. Maybe you're starting a Facebook group for your fans and you want to give away something to all the people that sign up for your group. So there's a lot of different ways that we can use giveaways depending on what your objective is. So the first thing is to make sure that you know what your objective is. What do you want to focus on? And you can use different contests at different times to focus on something that you want to grow. You know, maybe you're just feeling like you're not getting enough interaction right now on Instagram and you just want to focus on that. That's totally cool. And we'll talk in a little bit later about how you can add some layers to this so you might be able to get followers in different places, even though you're focusing on one objective. Okay, so the next big thing is decide what to give away that will appeal to your fan base. And I think this is the most important part of this whole thing. Because if you've seen people doing giveaways before and they didn't work, it's probably because the prize did not fit your fan base. So for those of you that are showing up in the chat, I would love to know, if you've used giveaways, what have you given away before and how did people, react to that giveaway? And good morning to Molly. Anybody else new in here right now? Possibly not. Let's see. Okay, so Jessie says that she has used giveaways for email signups. Awesome. Deborah has not used them. And Jessie will be doing a giveaway for their Messenger launch. So I'm working with Jessie and Michael on launching their Messenger list through ManyChat. And they've got a really great idea on how to get people to sign up to that using a giveaway, which is awesome. So the biggest thing is, does the prize that you choose really appeal to the people that follow you? And it doesn't have to be all of your stuff. So maybe you only have one CD. Maybe you don't have merch. You can think about things that people who follow you would like, that relate to the kind of music that you have, maybe similar artists, other media. So let me give you a few examples. So for me, I'm more of an inspirational singer-songwriter. So I may give away, a bundle of my CDs because I have 3 of them, but I could also include maybe an inspirational book that maybe I've used quotes from in my talk that I give, or that has, influenced me or helped me, write some of my music or whatever, or, just helps people get inspired every day because that's the kind of music that I write. And maybe I would want to include something with other artists. I actually did a compilation CD with some other artists that are similar to my style. And I always included that as well in any kind of a bundle that I did. Maybe, if you're maybe like a Christian artist or a Celtic artist, or an artist that has a very specific kind of niche, maybe you could include something like jewelry or art or any other kind of media that relates to that. You could have, with Christian jewelry, you could have beautiful, cross necklace, or some beautiful Christian art, or with Celtic, you could definitely do the same thing with a beautiful piece of jewelry, art, or other artists that are similar. So if you guys have any ideas that might fit with your style of music, throw them into the chat and get people's opinions on them. Good morning to Catherine and Carlene. I may have to pop in my cough drop as we go on. It's getting better, but there's still that kind of going on there. So I think the biggest thing too is, don't include a prize that's so general that you'll just get all kinds of people that just want that thing, but they wouldn't care about your music. Don't give away an iPad or cash or, just something really, really general, an MP3 player or something like that. Because you're just not going to get people that are going to like your music. So another thing that you could do is, maybe you love to focus, part of your mission is to focus on a certain cause. And so you could give away stuff related to that, whether that is helping animals, or it could be like, cancer prevention, and, anything like that. You could give away things, maybe you gave away a book that's a memoir of somebody who survived cancer, or, I'm just kind of thinking off the cuff here, but think outside of the box. Think into different media areas other than music. Let's see what we're saying here. Limited edition apparel. That is really cool if you have such a thing. So Molly used that. If you're starting out and you don't have a lot of merch right now, then you can definitely think outside the box of things that you can throw in that are not your apparel. Maybe there's some other, and maybe she was talking about some other limited edition apparel that wasn't something she created. Let's see. So we're just talking about here. Yeah, so Jesse is saying if you're a visual artist, you could give away photos of your art. Absolutely. And I know many of you are multi-talented, like you're artists and musicians, or you are graphic designers and musicians, or you are you make film, you help with indie films or something like that. Definitely you can throw in a lot of that kind of stuff into a bundle that you give away. Another thing I want to mention too is where you're getting this stuff, right? Do you have to buy these items? And the answer to that is sometimes yes and sometimes no. What you can do is you can approach people, either friends of yours that maybe make art or make a physical product. Maybe they have an Etsy store, and you can approach them and ask them if they'd be willing to give you one of their items for free, and you would promote them. Every time you talk about the contest, every time you post about it, you would promote them, put their link in there. It's kind of an in-kind kind of situation where you're giving them promotion for their business and they're giving you a free thing. And that works really, really well. I've used that many times in my business and used that as a musician as well for like handmade items that people were selling. So this opens up all kinds of possibilities for you to think about. So think about people that that make things and things that you love that you've actually used and bought, and ask them if they'd be willing to do this kind of a trade. Let me just check in here and see if anyone's got any awesome ideas. Okay, so Beth is reminding people that I always put the replay. I do post it in both groups, assuming that I remember. If I don't, please let me know and I'll make sure to post it. But yes, we always have a replay. Let's see what's going on here. Someone's asking if we should do this, how often we can do giveaways, and you can absolutely do them all the time if you want to, if you change it up. And I recommend you change up where you're doing the giveaways. So, maybe try different platforms and see which ones are working well for you as you're, kind of testing and figuring out which items people really like and which platforms people are most engaged on in a giveaway. So Molly says our best giveaways were handmade items. Yes. People love getting, yes, absolutely. They love getting things through snail mail. So we'll talk about how you can do that and, create a bundle that you actually mail to someone. That can be absolutely amazing for them because it's so fun to get a package, right? Okay, so let's talk about the different avenues that we can use, or the different objectives to grow our fan base using contests or giveaways. So email and messenger lists. So I'm going to talk about these together. You can choose one or the other when you're choosing an objective, depending on which thing you want to grow. So like Jesse was saying, they're growing their ManyChat messenger list because they want to expand into that area with their fans. And I personally have been doing several giveaways over the last year to do the same thing. But I've also done email giveaways over time. So there's different ways that you can do email giveaways. You can actually do one live, which I think is really, really effective. So if you're at a live gig, then just have something as crude as little slips of paper that people fill out. If it's a kind of gig where you have like a closed audience, they're not going to be, going in and out all the time. You can definitely have a giveaway where people fill something out or they sign up on a list or something. And then you either have someone pick a name out of the hat, or you can have someone, generate a number and then look at a list and choose the person who's under that number. However you want to do it, it's really effective because, and I've talked about this other times when we're talking about getting people to buy merch, you show off the item that you're giving away, and that makes people want it. So if they don't win, they're going to want to go back to the merch table and grab it. But as far as using it to grow your email list or your ManyChat list online, there are many different tools you can use, things like Rafflecopter or KingSumo that I've used in the past, but you can just do it a really simple way. You can just announce that everybody that signs up for your email list over the next month is going to be entered in this contest, and just create a very simple landing page or place that they can sign up that tells them this. I did that same thing with Messenger, where I said everybody that, signs up through this particular link that I created on Messenger is signing them up for winning. When I did it, it was a Year of Bandzoogle. And I got something like 180 people signing up for that within 10 days. So it can be really effective to getting people on your list, and you can just really continue to talk about it constantly over a period of time and say, okay, when this ends, then I'm going to go and I'm going to randomly generate a winner. And it can get really exciting for people, as well as get them on your list so you can continue to communicate with them. Okay, so next I want to talk about how you can do this on some of the other social media channels that we have available, because maybe you want to grow certain areas of your fan base. And one of them is Facebook Live. I had a friend who was using her weekly Facebook Live. She was trying to grow that and get more people to show up. And so every week she was giving away an item, a physical item, a single CD or a download, or I've seen people do this with a book they've written. And you just kind of create a mechanism for that. Maybe you ask a question and whoever, gets the right answer, or, you can kind of come up with different ways to do this on a Facebook Live, or you can have people sign up on that Facebook Live, onto your list, or you can have them like your page, or, any kind of action that you can track, then you can have that enter them into a contest. But my friend was just giving away on her Facebook Live a physical item every week. And yes, she had to pay for mailing and stuff, but it caused so many more people to show up for her lives every week, got people really excited about it. They were engaged, and then she could retarget all those people and encourage them to buy her thing if they weren't the winner. So if you're looking to grow your Facebook Live attendance, if you are, kind of doing a regular show like I do, and you want to grow the attendance to that, and that's your objective, that's one way that you can definitely do it, with holding a weekly contest. Okay, so next let's talk about using this to grow your Instagram and Twitter. And this is something that you can definitely use hashtag strategy for. So I know in my female indie musician community, I was talking to one of our members about doing this, and she was using a hashtag, and on Twitter and Instagram, everybody that used that hashtag would then be entered into a contest, and you could enter multiple times. So it gets her a lot of mentions and engagement. She can start conversations with those people. And she was doing it over a long period of time, like a month, so she could get a lot of buildup and engagement to her release. And she created a particular hashtag for that. So I believe it was related to the name of her EP. So you can definitely create a hashtag that relates to your single or your EP, whatever your release is, or you can create a hashtag that relates to you as an artist or some kind of cause that you're doing, or that relates to your prize. So come up with a unique hashtag. And even if it's just your artist hashtag, you can just track that over a period of time. You know, if I wanted to do it, I could track Femme Musician as a hashtag and just track that over the next month and then enter them. So like every time they use that hashtag, they get entered into a spreadsheet. And then, you know, you can use like a random number generator or do something like that to choose the winner. So here's one that I haven't seen that many people using, but the ones that I've seen using are really cool. And that is using Instagram stories to do a contest. So one person that I saw using this she said, okay, I want you to take a screenshot on your phone when you're listening to my music and post that on your Instagram story and tag me. And then I will see that and I will enter you into this contest. And she was also responding to people directly on Instagram instant message to say thank you and connect with them. And so I thought this was really cool because it provides social proof on everybody's stories that they are listening to your music. And it also, you know, tags you so you know the people that are doing it. And it allows you to follow them and connect with them and create a relationship that's, you know, a lot more intimate than just having people sign up on a form. They're actually, you know, raising their hand to people they know and saying, hey, check out this song that I'm listening to right now. So that can be a really cool way to do it. It's more of a small scale kind of way, but if you have a small audience, it can be a really fun way to do it. So I recommend trying that, and it's really, really easy to do. So let me just go check before I talk about building in a secondary strategy. I want to just go kind of check. Oh, great. Annie is here. We definitely have been having a conversation about this. So she's done contest live. Carol just offered a free song download so far. Okay, so you're just doing kind of one for one kind of thing. Give me your email address, I'll give you a free song, which is definitely a really good strategy. We're kind of amping it up here with a giveaway where we're giving away something a little bit bigger and getting people to sign up with the promise that they may win. So let's see if I'd love to know if you guys have come up with any cool ideas of stuff that you could give away in your giveaway. And this would be a great place to get some feedback on that if people think that would be a good idea. Okay, so let me jump into secondary strategies, because I realize that, you know, if you're using a giveaway to build your Instagram following, you're not getting those people on your email list, right? But we can find other ways to interact with them to have a secondary action occur. So for example, if you are using it to get Instagram followers, you could then message all those people and say, hey, thanks so much for signing up. Just want you to know that you are entered into the contest. If you want to keep up with me, you know, on a regular basis, you can show them how to sign up for your email list, or you could say, if you want a free song right now, you can go grab it over here. You know, you can add in these secondary calls to action after they sign up for the contest. And same thing with the other way around. If they sign up on your email list for the contest, you can send them a nice welcome email that says, thanks so much for signing up for this giveaway. I'd love to connect with you on social. You know, what's your social media of choice? Here are all my my links. Go connect with me on your social media of choice. And that can be a way where you get a double whammy of connecting with people in different ways from one contest or giveaway, because I feel like the objective, it's important to focus on one objective. And it's okay if one of those objectives is getting people to follow you on a certain social media platform, but we want to give them ways to easily connect with us further so we can have more of a conversation with them, like I was talking about last week on Indie Interactive. how 2018 is the year of connection. So we want to find as many ways to connect with them as possible and just casually mention these things while we're telling them that, yes, they're entered into the contest. Okay, so let's talk about how do we choose the winner? So choosing the winner can even be an event in itself. So as I said, when you're doing a live giveaway, you can make choosing the winner like a big deal. You can show off all the prizes that they're going to win, which helps you get people back to your merch table, get excited about your stuff. So that's kind of making an event of it when you're live. But online, you could definitely do a Facebook Live as your event for choosing your winner. And I recently did this with my Bandzoogle giveaway. And, I did it right on a workshop that I was doing with Bandzoogle, which was perfectly aligned. And I told everybody that, I'm going to be telling the winner on this workshop. Now, I always make it clear that they don't have to be present to win, because I think that that's just, you're not going to get many signups that way because people are busy and they can't always come to the live event in order to be there and raise their hand when they win. But just make sure that you tell them that, if you sign up and you can't be there live, that's okay. You can still be the winner. But, I'm going to be doing, maybe you're going to be doing like a really cool set of music or, just something special on this live, especially if it's some kind of a release situation. And just do something really cool and fun and different while you're also doing this giveaway. And so you'll get a lot of people showing up just because they're really curious if they win, even though they know that they don't have to be there in order to win. It's still fun, especially if you are the winner, to be able to be there live and say, hey, I'm so excited, and have them congratulate you and all that stuff. So people will show up, even though you tell them they don't have to be present to win, just because they want to be able to show their excitement and be thankful and gratitude while they are live. So make an event out of it that makes it really fun for you, and it makes it really fun for them as well. And then finally, how are we going to follow up with them after we choose the winner? So we have all these new people on our list, right? And wouldn't it be nice to follow up with them a little bit afterward? And if they're not the winner, have them, know what you have to offer and give them a discount. So maybe they will buy from you, because again, like they've been thinking, oh, maybe I'm going to win this thing. And they've been already thinking about themselves owning this thing. So you can even work out something with the people that gave you part of the prize if you want to. Say you had a friend that made handmade goods and they were giving you part of your prize. You can make those available and set up a coupon code through your friend and, have them pay you a little bit of money for referrals. You could just do that because you want to thank them for giving you the free item that you're giving away. You can obviously talk about your own stuff and send them to your store. And this is a perfect opportunity to do that because you've got their attention. You've got them thinking about you and your stuff because of your giveaway. And you can very easily just segue that into, I'm so bummed you didn't win. I wish I had a prize to give to everyone, but I do want to give you this special thing because you signed up. And I really just love, connecting with people and, giving you special things, even though I can't give the prize away to everybody. So that's definitely something you need to build into your strategy because you've built all this momentum. You don't want it to just fall flat when you give that one thing away and then everybody else didn't win. You want to make it such that it's like you're giving them a prize too. It's not as good as the full free prize, but it's still valuable. Okay, so that is the whole strategy. So make sure you know the objective that you're going for, what you're trying to grow, what part of your fan base, and decide what you're going to give away. Make sure it aligns completely with the audience that you have or the fans that you're trying to attract. And, if you don't know what that is and you have a small fan base, you can ask them, say, hey, I'm looking at doing a giveaway. Here are some ideas of what I was thinking, people might like, give me, like, you can do like a, rate 1 to 5 or something on each item, whether you'd be excited to win this in a giveaway. If you've got a fan base, you can absolutely do that. If you don't, then you might just have to do some testing and try some contests and see how they go. So after you do that, then obviously you've already decided what your objective is. So figure out how you're going to execute it in that objective, whether it's email and messenger or it's one of the social media platforms. And then think about ways you can build in secondary strategies to get people to follow you in other places other than that one objective, and just make it really casual. And I promise you that you will get some people that are doing both. But you want to make sure you focus on one objective, because it can get a little confusing if you say, hey, you to enter, join my email list. And then after they do that, you say, and you can also get entries by going on Facebook and doing this and doing that. I think it's just too much. Have one place that you get entries, and then you can also introduce them to other ways that they can connect with you. I think that one objective, one call to action is still very important in this. And so after we figure out how we can implement those secondary strategies, then figure out how you can make an event out of your giveaway, announcing your winner, how you can create maybe a Facebook Live out of that and get people excited about it, get people to show up, get people to interact with you there. And then afterward, follow up with them and give them something special, even though they're not the winner. Give them a discount, give them a special bundle price, something like that, that has an end date. So they're encouraged to take some action on that. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to look and see what you guys are talking about in here as far as what you've given away. So Annie says she gives away a t-shirt for people signing up for email. Oh, Molly just released a single today. Awesome. Definitely going to use the Insta story giveaway strategy. Good. Okay. I want to see you doing that. I think it's really fun. I actually did it for somebody just because it was so fun that I wanted to do it, just to kind of experience it and see, how they responded to me and stuff. So she actually sent me a personal message when I put it in my Insta story, which I think was really cool and classy. And in that direct message, you can say you're entered into the contest and I'd love to connect with you further. You can go over here to get a free song or something like that. And that could be your secondary strategy. Beth says, I have my email list set up to give subscribers a free song. Absolutely. Good. I'm glad you have that. And we should always have that. Like, that doesn't take the place of a giveaway, but a giveaway is something special that has a time limit. So everyone feels like a winner. Yes. Yes. I've definitely, used that language a little bit because, they took the trouble to enter your contest. So, I feel like, they gave of their time. I want to give them something to thank them. And that's just the way I put it. I don't usually give 30% off of, whatever it is, but for you, because you took the time to enter my contest and, I just want to really give back and give you something extra special. And then make sure you give them a deadline. That can't go on forever. Give them a few days to purchase at that price. Let's see. So Beth is asking, how easy or hard is it to set up the email sequence to do what you're suggesting to offer additional? Oh, it's so easy. I mean, you would just have a different list for this giveaway, and then you can connect a sequence to that, similar to a welcome sequence, but it's a little bit of a different welcome sequence because it says, thanks for entering the contest or the giveaway. And, you know, you would not like, you can use the secondary strategies here in the automated sequence. But since the giveaway has a timeline, you'll have to send out a specific notification to them when the winner is chosen and give them that special discount. So that can't be automated. That will have to happen on a specific day, and you'll have to send a broadcast to them through MailChimp. But you can automate the secondary strategy part, and you definitely want to still include your welcome sequence with people that enter a giveaway. You can just alter it a little bit to say, thanks for signing up for the giveaway. And, I'll be letting you know on this date, who the winner is, or, show up live for my Facebook Live on this date to find out who the winner is. One objective is good. Absolutely. It's really important. And I think we always think, well, we've got their attention. We need to tell them everything all at once, right? But if you do that, you'll overwhelm them and they'll end up doing nothing. Carol says, these are all great ideas. Thank you. I like the idea of creating a Facebook Live event for the giveaway. Yes. Then offer secondary strategy to give away. So yeah, you can, even on the Facebook Live, you can tell them, obviously this person is the winner and all of you who entered didn't win, but I want to give you this special thing. Here's your coupon code. Just go over to, BethMatthewMusic.com and redeem your coupon code to get 30% off. I'm going to make that available just for the contest winner, or just for the giveaway entrants for the next 3 days or something like that. And you can announce that on your Facebook Live. And then you can also send a follow-up email about it for the people who weren't there. And you can also, in that follow-up email, send them the link to that Facebook Live so they can come and watch you performing as well. Because I would make that an opportunity to get them to know a little bit about you as a musician, since they may have signed up for this giveaway because they wanted the prize and they didn't know about you and your music yet. This can be another chance to warm them up to you and your music by having them watch you perform a little bit. I wouldn't make it too long, maybe a song or two, maybe a song at the beginning, and then announce the winner, and then tell them about the special discount, and then say, I'm going to do one more song if you want to hang out. And then that's it. And then you can send out that link in your follow-up email after you announce the winner as well, so people can enjoy that Facebook Live. All right, so I think we covered everything. Don't see any other questions here in the chat. You're always welcome if something comes to mind, or you've got a question about what I covered today, absolutely pop that into the comments here. I go back and read the comments several times throughout the week in case somebody added something or added a question. And if this topic really interests you, totally, if you're in one of my groups, start up a conversation about it. Ask people's opinions on something that you're coming up with for a giveaway idea and see what people think. I think the power of mass opinion is so helpful. Sometimes we can get stuck in our own head thinking that this is a really good idea, but not sure, or feeling really insecure about our idea. And just having a lot of people's input can really solidify that and make us feel confident in the objective and the strategy that we're choosing. So feel free to discuss this in whatever group of mine that you're in on Facebook. You are welcome, you guys. So great to see all of you guys here. Great to see Robin as well. And thank you, Jesse and Beth and Carol and everybody else that's still hanging out. So great to hang out with you today. I always look forward to this every Monday morning. And want to remind you to always keep making great music, connecting with your audience, and growing your business. Thanks for showing up for Indie Interactive, everybody. Have a great day.